Do prosthetic limbs cost an arm and a leg?
Well, good morning. On my way to 341A hearings this morning, which is the bankruptcy hearings for the bankruptcy court.
What I found is that if I leave my house at 7, because it's supposed to be an hour drive, I get there at 8:30. But if I leave my house at 6, I get there at 6:45. But at least the sun's coming up. It's going to be a beautiful day. Oh, I'm hitting traffic already? Oh my. Well, still on the road. The sun's coming up. It's a nice, bright, beautiful day. You can see that we're barely moving.
I saw that on the freeway the other day. Did you just say that? I saw that as well.
Okay, so it's drizzling, and this is the building where we go for our 341A hearings. Okay, so this is the other side of the building, and you can see there's the bus depot in between, and that's the parking garage. So if it's raining, you can park in there, but if it's not raining, then there's this nice big parking lot right here. So just wanted to give you a quick rundown what you can expect at a 341A hearing. They'll ask you basically questions about your property, and their job is to look for if there's any property they can take from you, liquidate and pay to your creditors, like do you have extra houses, extra cars, do you have extra equity in the house, that sort of thing. They'll also have the job to make sure that you're not committing any bankruptcy fraud. So are you lying in your bankruptcy petition? Are you lying about property? Are you hiding assets? That sort of thing. Don't ever do that. Don't ever think you can even try to do that. One of the things they sometimes ask is, do you understand the penalties for perjury? Up to 5 years in prison or $500,000 in fines. Okay. The other thing they're looking for is, are you making too much money to file a Chapter 7? Or, in your Chapter 13 hearing, they're looking for, are you making enough money that you can pay a higher payment that you've put in your paperwork? So, if you can, they want a higher payment. Unless you're already paying 100% of your creditors. If you're not paying 100% of your creditors, then they're very much looking at, well, did you overestimate some of your expenses? Did you put down too much for groceries, and can we cut some of that and put it towards his creditors? That sort of thing. So that's primarily what they're looking for. Did you read your bankruptcy petition before you signed it? Did you actually sign it? They'll show you your tax return and ask you if that's a true and correct copy of the return that you filed with the IRS. Are you expecting tax refunds that you haven't received yet? So there are quite a few things that they're going over. Often they'll look at the house that you own and ask if you have copies of the statements, the mortgage statements, so they can verify the balances. Sometimes they'll ask for statements on the cars to verify the balances on those. They're just looking for, is there extra equity that you're unable to actually protect in your bankruptcy, and if you can't protect it, is it enough for them to take it away from you, sell it, and take the extra equity and pay your creditors with it. And so that's the basic rundown. It'll probably take you in a Chapter 7 between 2 and 4 minutes. In a Chapter 13, maybe 10. Sometimes it'll go a little bit longer in a Chapter 13 because your attorney is discussing with the trustee details about your budget and your income and whether the payment should be higher and how much should go to the unsecured creditors. And so that can take a little bit longer. Overall, the main thing to remember is be honest. Disclose everything. Disclose everything.